Hey, what's going on YouTube? Marine X back at it again. And listen, there are 10 things that if you don't know as a man caver, person of the world, then you're doing it all wrong. Listen, let's just jump right into these things. The first thing you should know how to do, hands down, is know how to use a freaking ratchet strap. It doesn't even matter if you drive a car, Toyota Corolla, a Honda Accord, a freaking Tesla, or a truck. Especially if you drive a truck, there's no reason whatsoever you don't know how to use a ratchet strap. Also, you should know how to pick the appropriate size of ratchet strap. Now, no offense to my Harbor Freight warriors out there, learn how to use a ratchet strap. It is going to save you a lot of time and heartache. Second on my list of things you absolutely should know how to do as a man. Now listen, if anything on this list offends you, just get over it, man. Don't get all twisted. Add to the list, take away from the list, comment down below. I don't really care if this is not for you, because if you're a man, you already know how to do this crap, or at least you're obtaining to learn how to do it. Get on YouTube University and learn how to do this next thing. Open a bottle of wine. So I say open a bottle of wine, and literally know how to open a bottle of wine. Is nothing, that's really kind of crappy, is that you're out with your wife, you're out with a girl, you're out with whoever, right? And you can't open a bottle of wine. I'm not talking the good old screw top like I'm drinking this Rittenhouse here. I'm talking about cork action, whether it's a Sauvignon cork, it's a freaking regular wine opener, whatever the case may be. Learn how to open a bottle of wine. It won't make you look like a chump. Also, learn how to open a bottle of champagne as well. There is nothing worse than I'm at a party or an event, sometimes even thrown by someone else, and the host has bought all these freaking wine and all this other crap, and they can't even open it, which is a weird thing to me. Like, why do you even have us here if you're not going to be able to help us partake in the things that are there? Listen, if you're getting good content out of this video, make sure you hit that like button down below. It lets YouTube know they should share this with others so they can tell the 10 things they should know how to do as well. This next one here, a little controversial, but know how to select a good cigar. Now, I say these things because if that's the wheelhouse that you're in, if you're hanging out with folks like that, learn how to do that. Now, listen, if you don't smoke, then replace that with something else. But a lot of folks I hang out with either purport to smoke, want to try it out, or they have ladies that want to try it out as well. Learn about the gauge, learn about the wrapper, the binder, the filler, the taste, all that good stuff. So know how to pick out a good cigar. You know what I'm saying? Check out my other channel, plug. Yes, link down below for my other channel, Marine X Afterthoughts, where I talk about that stuff as well. But learn how to pick something else that's going to be smooth and something some people can enjoy. Let's get to back to the vehicle stuff, because too often am I helping folks out who absolutely can't do this next thing. Learn how to jump start a vehicle. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the younger generation. I'm 36. I'm saying younger generation. Like I'm just this old man who's saying, get off my lawn. But there's just so many of folks that do not know how to jumpstart a car, whether you're using a battery bank, which is what I keep in my vehicle, and I can walk over and help somebody out. They have no clue how to hook it up, and it can be quite dangerous, right? Learn how to connect the red on red, black on black, which goes on first, which comes off last, which vehicle should be turned off first, which vehicle should be turned on. Obviously, if the one is dead, that's the one that doesn't get turned on first, right? But, make sure that you have a good understanding how to jumpstart a car. You can be able to help out a friend, help out your lady, help out a loved one or a stranger, and not have to wait for AAA for something that should be elementary in nature. This next one is becoming more and more lost with these younger folks. Learn how to be romantic. TikTok, Snapchat, that stuff's not romantic. Learn how to be the person that can pay attention to the person that you're with, the loved ones, their needs, speak to their love language and pursue that. Whether that be buy flowers, which are going to die in a week, learn how to tell a cheesy ass joke when you're out on a date, or just learn how to completely be that romantic type of guy, whatever fits your mode in life. Now, I'm not saying you need to be Rico Suave, but you need to have the basic understanding of things that's going to please your mate. Or if you're single, have a good joke in your arsenal. Otherwise, you're going to be single forever. Here's the next one that really irks me and gets on my nerves. Number 6 on my list is learn how to tie a tie. Now, listen, you don't necessarily need to know how to tie a bow tie. That can be a little bit more complicated. In my opinion, it's not as hard as doing a full Windsor knot, but it seems complicated. But if you can't do a freaking full Windsor, half Windsor, freaking tie a tie so that you look professional, You need to learn that immediately. Get on YouTube University, you know what I'm saying? Check out my other channel. Those little niche type things you need to be able to do so you can maintain a level of being professional. Maybe you're trying to be romantic and wear a tie. Well, guess what? You got to know how to tie one to make that happen. Clip-ons are cheesy, especially in 2022. Number 7 is near and dear to my heart. Learn different techniques for drinking whiskey. Now, I'm drinking rye, whether you're drinking bourbon, you're drinking freaking regular old whiskey, you're drinking scotch, whatever the case may be. Do you want it neat? Do you want it on the rocks? Do you want a mixed drink? Not in this garage. But listen, these are the type of things you need to learn how to do with bourbon, whiskey, rye, so that you don't look like a fool when you're trying to order a drink. Now, listen, maybe whiskey's not your cup of tea, whatever the case may be, whether it be vodka, tequila, rum, gin, some kind of liqueur. Learn how to order it, learn how to drink it, learn how to sip it. So if you're ordering for somebody else, you can be smooth. If you're ordering it for yourself, you don't look like a novice. Learn how you enjoy it. Right now, drinking it out of a Glencairn glass. I'm having it neat. Sometimes I'll drink it on the rocks, which is rare. Sometimes I will drink it with a Coke back or something like that. So learn how to enjoy a good whiskey or whatever liquor you prefer. Number 8 brings me back to the vehicle, and I like going back and forth because sometimes life takes you back and forth. Learn how to change a tire. Listen, I know AAA road outside assistances you can buy with freaking all those vehicle warranties. Your vehicle's less than 200,000 miles. Give us your money. I get it. But there has been so many times I've been zipping down a highway going 70 miles an hour and someone's just sitting on the side of the road far off into the median where they got enough room to change their own freaking tire and they're just waiting around for AAA or whoever they're waiting for. Learn how to change a tire. You know, keep the minimum equipment to do that change. Check out other videos on my channel, talk about the minimum items you need to for those type of emergency situations, but know what you're doing when it's time to get yourself out of a pinch. What if you can't wait around for AAA? What if you need to move immediately? It's an emergency. Someone's in a hospital. Something's going on at your house. There's some type of civil unrest. You're just going to wait? No, learn how to change a tire. I keep making my way back to the vehicle thing because it's so important that you know how to do different things with vehicles, especially older vehicles. Now, I would argue that you should also know how to do spark plugs, serpentine belts, some belts, hoses, maybe cabin air filter, regular air filter, but that can be a lot. At a minimum, learn how to change oil. It will impress the person that you're with. If you can change their oil for them, you can change your own oil. Matter of fact, I just got done doing mine today. It's kind of therapeutic to know that you're able to knock out the task yourself and not have to wait for somebody else to do it for you. And you know that your vehicle's being topped off where you need it to be. For instance, my truck takes 8 quarts. There are times when I take my vehicle to get serviced and get the oil changed in the past where they only put in 5 quarts or 6 quarts of oil. And that made my vehicle run with not the proper amount of oil in it, which can damage my block. I'm not a fan of that at all. So learn how to change your oil, learn how to change oil for someone else or whatever the case may be. It's going to help you out in the long run. My final tip, absolute final tip, and this is something that's controversial. Learn how to select the right tool for the job, specifically a power tool. Listen, there's a lot of folks who get here on YouTube. They watch all these videos about the best, newest tool that they should buy. They go out and buy it. Now you got this 36-volt monster drill driver hammer drill that you don't even need to freaking hang up picture frames. Learn how to know when you need a 12-volt, 18 or 20 volt, sometimes a 36 volt, maybe a 40 volt if you're packing something like that. But understand what it needs to take a job. If you're cranking underneath an engine, you should probably put all power tools away unless it's like some type of electric ratchet. But you don't want to be cross-threading bolts or anything like that. If you are working on a tire, maybe you should get a 1/2-inch impact. You know, you need to understand the tool that you need and understand how to select it. That's just not literally for power tools. That also includes for when you're maintaining your home. If you're living in an apartment now, you have aspirations of being in a house. The first house you get has freaking 600 square feet of grass. Go buy some electric crap, right? You don't need to go get the biggest, baddest riding lawnmower that you can find at your dear old big orange box store. But if you have an acre of land and you intend to knock it out yourself, maybe you should consider getting yourself a rider. So understand the power tool that you need whenever you need it. But listen, leave some stuff down below. What am I missing? What are some things that absolutely a man should know how to do? Did I miss something? Should I add something to that list? These are the things that I'm just thinking about while I'm sitting here and reminiscing the things I'm going to teach my boys. So I'm absolutely excited to get into this type of stuff. If you're not a part of the battalion, we would love to have you a part of the battalion. Hit that subscribe button below and come and join us. Also, if this is your first time here, thank you for stopping by. For everyone else, we'll speak soon.